This is you. You are standing on our very, very large space rock. We call this rock Earth. We consider it an important space rock. We only consider 8 space rocks important. Why is this? Why is this an important space rock? But these are not important space rocks. Well, it turns out that many years ago, very important, very big brain people got together to decide what should be considered an important space rock and what should be considered a small important space rock, or what should be considered a boring space rock. They decided that there are 3 checks that must be met in order to be considered an important space rock. The first one of these checks is that the space rock in question must go around the sun. This means only the sun. A large space rock that goes around another star is not an important space rock. We call these far star space rocks, and in this moving picture, they aren't important. The second check is if the space rock has enough stuff inside of it for the falling force it creates to make it have a very round shape. This means any space rock that is not a round shape will not meet this check. This means that if there was a 6-sided shaped space rock, then it would not be considered an important space rock. Check number 3. The falling force the space rock has is the strongest in its spin path around the sun. Notice how there's lots of empty space near Earth. This is needed for this check. The moon can be in this area because its spin path goes around Earth and has far less falling force, allowing it to be in the area without stopping Earth's checks. Let's look at some note cases. The space rock numbered 5 from the sun clearly has a spin path around the sun. So first check is met. Number 5 space rock has enough stuff inside it for its falling force to make it be considered ball-shaped and round. Because number 5 space rock has so much stuff inside of it, all the falling force it creates causes all of the other rocks in its spin path to either have a spin path around the number 5 space rock, or have been pushed by the falling force so much that they've been sent out of its spin path, leaving it in its own spin path. These 3 checks mean that the number 5 space rock is in fact number 5 important space rock. Next note case, the small importance big space rock. The space rock that used to be an important one, the one after number 8, whose name is the Death God in Old World, it's a space rock that meets the first check. The second check needs it to be round. It can be seen that the space rock after number 8 does in fact have enough stuff inside it for its falling force to make the space rock round. It meets the second check. However, this is where it starts to hurt, because the space rock after number 8 is in the far out space rock grouping, so it has many space rocks in its spin path. This means that it does not meet the third check, and is since considered a small important space rock. The rest of the space rocks that meet less than 2 checks are considered small space rocks or boring space rocks. This means almost all rocks in the group between important space rocks 4 and 5 are considered boring space rock, except one, which is a small important space rock. Very happy. You can now tell which space rocks are important space rocks. Thanks for watching.